Alright, I tried to do this earlier in the week. Somehow it did not upload like the other part of the TNA No Surrender predictions, but that's uploaded now, so don't worry about that. But Night of Champions is in 2 weeks. It's almost, to be honest, it's probably 3 weeks away. Yeah, it's 3 weeks away. Well, technically since it's Friday, whatever. But yeah, it's 3 or 2 weeks away from now. Whenever time you're watching this. And let's just go through 2 of the matches already on the card. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost here because of a few things. One of them being the thing going on around with Vicky Guerrero firing her rookie. Which I don't know why the hell you would do that in the first place. Not just because the rookie is like 6'9", and by the way, it's All Divas NXT called it. By the way, I think I called it on a video, really a while back. So it's kind of weird. I mean, you call it like probably 2 seasons or a season ago, and now they actually do it. All Divas NXT. And you bring in 6 divas because we all know SmackDown's moving to sci-fi, so you can't have. I guess you can't have 8 now, but you can have 6. Yeah, you can have 6 and put them on Diva NXT. One of them being again the 6'9". I don't know how you say her name. They gave her a fucked up name. They gave her a fucked up name. I don't know how to say it, but the diva was 6'9". They showed her on NXT with her pro Vicky Guerrero, which, other than the fact that she knew Eddie and she probably knows, she married Eddie and she probably knows a few things about the business. I mean, especially since she was a former general manager. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from Vicky Guerrero, but Goldust as a pro and Primo as a pro made more sense than Vicky Guerrero as a pro. I'm sorry for Vicky Guerrero fans out there, but goddamn. Especially since she is a consultant of SmackDown, which makes no sense. Why the fuck would you fire your rookie? Especially, I mean, not just because the rookie is 6'9", and not just because the rookie could have been a dominating force in the WWE. But really, did you honestly see her matches after you picked her and you see that she sucks, and then you fire her? Well, in a way, nobody really knows what the fuck happened. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't know how the fuck you say her name. It's just ridiculous on WWE's part. You do a Diva NXT, and then you do that shit, which is really sad. Oh wait, here it is right here. WWE pros Vicky Guerrero, which again, why the fuck is she a pro? Fired her season 3 rookie diva Aloiza, or however the fuck you say her name. Goddamn, I just remember her as Iris something, but then they gave her a weirder name. But anyway, various sources are reporting that Vicky Guerrero, the temperamental official consultant of SmackDown, had an argument with her 6'9" diva over Vicky's influence over the diva. The news has left WWE NXT Season 3 shaken before it has even started. But when reached for comment, Vicky Guerrero stated that she will reveal her new rookie diva, which probably, again, what some people are saying, it can be Ricky Vaughn, or Christina Crawford, who's Alicia Fox's sister. But that's just retarded. You have this amazing force that could be in the Divas division. You get rid of her. And I'm sorry that somehow this became a rant. This started to become a rant on the stupid thing, but it's just retarded. I was actually looking forward to seeing this. And she probably could have won. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from people like AJ Lee, Naomi Knight, and all the others. They could win it too. But it's really fucked up. that you release her as soon as you pick her. That's just messed up. I don't understand that. Anyway, Night of Champions, every single title will be on the line, which comes in, I was going to get to earlier, but again, we had a stupid rant about stupid NXT US thing, and that was just, kind of fucked up on WWE's part, but she'll probably go to TNA now, and she'll probably prove them wrong. She could be the next Awesome Kong or something like that. Even better. Anyway, it comes in the question for the Night of Champions that, even though Ted DiBiase's $1 million title is not recognized as an official title, just like it was when his father, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, had it. It was not recognized as an official title back then. In fact, 4 people have held it. Again, a lot of people know this. 4 people have held it. Virgil, $1 Million Man, the Ringmaster, a.k.a. Stone Cold Steve Austin, and now Ted's son. Which comes to the question, will the $1 million title be defended at Night of Champions? Since it is technically a championship, and, it has not been added to the card yet. In fact, there's been barely any matches of the card. I mean, I know it's 3 weeks away, but that's kind of stupid. I mean, at least get some storylines set. WWE's kind of been a little too... Then again, WWE's kind of been a little bit predictable. So in a way, this is probably good on their part for not adding a lot of matches right now. Anyway, 2 matches that are scheduled though, one of them being the 6-pack challenge for the WWE Championship. Now originally I kind of saw this this being just Wade Barrett versus Sheamus for the WWE title, because Nexus, the ban of them competing for titles in the WWE, have been lifted by the mysterious general manager. Which, again, why a mysterious general manager? I mean, we kind of figured that there's probably a few possibilities. It could be The Rock, Stone Cold, HBK, or somebody else. But then they said they hate Bret Hart, so it cannot be HBK, since they just buried the hatchet a few months ago of the Montreal Screwjob, which has been going around for like 13 or so years. So it can't be HBK. So people have been thinking it can be Austin, it can be whatever, but it doesn't really matter. The fact that Michael Cole uses the iPhone sound, and you know which one I'm talking about, the one for Facebook, where whenever he gets a message or an email, you hear that sound. And if you don't believe me, just get a Facebook app and you'll hear that sound more than once. Trust me. Anyway, originally it was going to be Wade Barrett because, again, the ban was lifted, and Wade Barrett did win Season 1 of NXT, meaning he has a guaranteed title shot at any review of his choosing. So, in a way, this 6-pack challenge probably shouldn't have happened. But then again, WWE screws people more than any other company. And then they make it a 6-pack challenge, which has not happened in a very long time, especially for a title. 6-pack challenges were probably... There were barely any 6-pack challenges back in the day. And now you bring it back. So it will be Sheamus defending the title against Wade Barrett, Chris Jericho, Edge, John Cena, and Randy Orton. And I don't know how they're going to do this, because normally the 6-pack challenges I remember, there was 2 people starting the match and just 1 person per corner standing outside the ring waiting to be tagged or whatever. And, first pin and submission wins it. But WWE probably will fuck up the rules again. And it could be just a battle royal in there, to be honest. And just again, first pinfall submission would win it if that was the case. But it really depends on how WWE will be doing this. It really depends, because I mean, they could use the 4-corner rule, or they could use just let everybody beat the shit out of each other, and the first submission wins it. But it will be anybody but Cena that wins. And normally everyone knows I hate Cena. Hate him. So there's no way in hell Cena can defy these odds. But then again, he'll probably suck Mr. McMahon's dick again for like Lord knows how many years it's been since they had his first push. It's just retarded in my book. Speaking of retarded, the Women's Championship and the Divas Championship will be unified with lumberjills surrounding the ring. Now, again, it will be the Divas Champion Melina versus one member of Lay Cool and one member only. And really, the co-women's championship shit? Why would you do that in the first place? Can someone explain to me why it would be a good idea to desecrate one of the oldest titles in WWE history and just disrespect a lot of people that have held it? There is a big list of people that have held this title. People like Trish Stratus, who's probably held it like 7 times. People like Lita. People like Mickie James. People like... Hell, if you want to go way back, think of people like Medusa. People like Sensational Sherry. People like the Fabulous Moolah. Which, by the way, both of those people I just named have been dead for several years. And they have been rolling in their graves ever since the Co-Women's Championship shit. So that grave will probably be 12 or 18 feet under by now, due to all the rolling in that grave. And if you think about it, Layla is the women's champion. She pinned Beth Phoenix a few months ago. I would think a few months ago in that handicap match. So again, the co-women's championship thing is kind of retarded. And again, think of the people that have held this title. Again, people like the late Fabulous Moolah, the late Sherry Martel, Sensational Sherry, people like Alundra Blaze, aka Medusa, people like Rockin' Robin, people like Jackie, Sable, Ivory. Hell, there is a fucking list of great people. Hell, think about it. Gail Kim, Trish Stratus, Molly Holly, Victoria, aka Tara, for the TNA fans out there, Lita. Hell, even Harvey Whippleman held the damn belt. And he had a lot more prestige and held that belt with a lot more honor than Lay Cool is right now. I mean, how the fuck do you break a title? Can someone explain that to me? How the fuck do you break a title? That makes absolutely no sense at all. But you know what? Hopefully, with unifying these titles, which is kind of stupid in a way because we saw this match, like, I saw it since last week when Lay Cool said they had an announcement with Melina, which, of course, unification. Why the fuck not? Even since the Divas Championship is only a few years old, nobody will probably fucking remember it anyway. Of course they will remember it, and of course they'll remember the fucked up things WWE has done, which is why, hopefully, when they unify these titles, Melina will take it from Lay Cool and hopefully bring some honor back to the Women's Championship. Because really, this is the most fucked up angle since, you know, there's a fucking list of angles. Like the Montreal Screwjob, ECW coming back. Hell, even when they got rid of the Cruiserweight title, which was kind of stupid, but now it kind of makes sense because there's barely any Cruiserweights anyway. And just taking it from Hornswoggle, making Hornswoggle the last Cruiserweight champion, you know, like, Hornswoggle can still defend that belt if he wants to at house shows. Because Vicky Guerrero is retarded. Like I said before with the shit. So yeah, Melina wins. This part is over. Thank God. Fuck you, WWE.